be good because we're not prepared. Hey guys, hi. How you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Yes, welcome back. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. Thank you very much for taking time out to watch me do what I do. So today, hopefully I can get this out earlier, if not on Valentine's Day. And I know Valentine's Day lands on a weekday, so there may be some people that are gonna prepare their plans for the weekend. So hopefully I can get this out in the week, if not on Valentine's Day. But just know that, you know, if you're still going out on the weekend, it's for you. I'm just trying to figure out if my skin, because a few girls wanted to come out and play, but I kind of like, you know, trying to kind of like said, no, you're not allowed to, so stay where you is. Okay, we're gonna go into a makeup look today, and the base will probably be kind of the same. I'm gonna get my lids prepped because I'm gonna give you an old school makeup look that I'm gonna give you a makeup look that I did a couple years ago. And I was thinking, what palette did I use? And obviously when I was watching the video, I realized that I was using the Carnival XL Pro palette. And this is it. This is so old. I think this is like one of the first eyeshadow palettes I ever bought. I think where I was watching, I started watching YouTube more often and thinking that this is what I kind of want to do. This was the first eyeshadow. No, it wasn't. This was the first eyeshadow palette I bought pre-YouTube. And this is the Morphe 3502, and this is what it looks like. It's so crusty and dusty. Like, the fact that I still have this, it's a wonder. 3502, I'm giving you guys a vintage. Like, I know there's shadow everywhere and I could have cleaned it, but nope, I didn't want to. I might delve into it to kind of get a few warm colors, because the kind of look we're going to do today is not peachy. It's kind of in that area. Like, look at the colors. They still look so vibrant. You can see that I really loved the shade called Intuition, because I actually hit pan. I don't ever hit pan on any of my products, apart from a few things that I'm literally super obsessed with. Depending on how this performs, I may decide to get the XL Pro remastered version, because that came out, I think, late last year, no, like the latter half of the year. Revolution XL, Makeup Revolution Ultimate Eye Base in the shade medium. So I gave you guys a pinky look, and I really liked the eye look that I did with that, what shadow did I use? Oh, the P. Louise, yes. But I would recommend that palette, because that palette really did perform well. The pigmentation was really good, and the blendability, because that's what you kind of want when you're spending like 20, not even 20, like when you're spending like 15 to, when you're spending any kind of money, okay? When you're spending any kind of money on anything, you just want it to perform. And the eyebrows, I mean, it's a bit soft today. It's not as hard as before. I actually went into, and I was actually influenced by Beauty by Me. I was watching one of her videos, and she used the professional eyebrow pencil from Rimmel, and this is in the shade Black Brown. When she was using this, I was thinking, wait, I have that, because I used to use it. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do that today, and I kind of like it. So I'm gonna go into JH35 brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill brushes, and I'm gonna go into the shade Basic. This is what we're gonna use. Yeah, can you see that color? It's just so nice. The color is, oh, the color is beautiful. Beautiful. So it's kind of like our brow bone slash transition, because it's light enough. Okay, so what I just did there, I don't know if you guys can see, I went into this kind of like creamy white here with the same brush. It's called Pillow Talk. It's kind of like a white, but a creamy white. I'm just using that on my brow bone. I'm going bit by bit because I don't want it to be like stark white. So the next shade I'm going to go into is called Slow Burn. So it's kind of like this rustic kind of like orange. I'm just going into the same brush because I don't really need to change it. And we're going to use this to go into the actual crease. So just building up this Slow Burn shade. The next shade, I'm actually going to change the brush now because this brush is getting on my nose. I'm gonna go into Hall, which is a shade here. This is like a reddy brown, okay? And it's supposed to be deeper. Yeah, it's gonna give us that shade. Yep, it's all coming back to me. And it's all coming back to me. It's gonna give us that depth that we want. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm just blowing it up. So this is the JH40 brush. I was just swishing around on my thing. And I'm going to use the shade Intuition. I'm just going to coat that brush. And it's that dark, cool tone brown. So that first one was a very red tone brown, which is Hall. This is Intuition. Oh, I can't speak, guys. So I just want to like use this brush to kind of be a bit precise. So I think we have enough depth with that brown. I just dipped into the black a bit, and that's called Lights Out. I think of the Stacey Marie palettes, this is my favorite. I think this one is very beginner friendly. It's not so hard to use. It's not confusing. So I'm gonna cut my crease using the P. Louise X Made by Mitchell base. Cutting crease, needs to keep quiet. You got jam out. Crease is cut to some degree. We're going to go back into those colors, and we're going to start off with the lightest one first, which is going to be Basic, and we're just going to start working on this lid. And again, this is just going to be an all matte look. I'm not doing shimmer. We're going to go into Slow Burn, which is that second shade. Sorry about that, guys, I'm back. So I'm just going into that third shade, which is Hall, which is my favorite shade of this look. I'm just blending them into each other. And now we're going to go into the last shade, which was Intuition, which is that dark brown. And again, I'm just using the same brushes. I'm just using that brown to kind of case over the line of my cut crease, just to define it a bit more. I did want to go into this shade called Reckless. It's kind of like a burgundy shade. I feel like it would just give me an extra dimension just on the top there, just for a little bit more. I don't know if you guys can see it. Now I'm going to go into the rest of my lid. I'm going to mix Pillow Talk and that basic shade, so it's like a lighter version. You could probably use the Makeup by Mario palette, Evolution, the Plastic Way palette, or Rose Metals palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You could probably achieve the same look with these colours, but I just thought, even Juvia's Place, I'm sure there's a Juvia's Place palette that you can, I think the Warrior 2 or something. So you don't have to specifically get this palette to create this look. So last time I did this look, I didn't do a wing because I really wasn't a connoisseur of wingage, okay? But I am going to do a small wing here. I mean, I haven't done it now, I'm just like giving you placement with the colour Hall and Intuition. So I'm going to mix these two to create just like a little short wing, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do the face, okay? I'm going to change it up. Not that I need to have, even the hands are just like so, I hate lash glue. Anyway, and the lashes that I did use are from Doll Beauty. These are limited editions and they are in Doll 5. We're gonna go in a bit differently today. I'm gonna use my LYS my E Saint Laurent blurring, what do they call this one again? I can't remember what they call it. Yeah, they call it the Touche blurring primer. I haven't used this in a long time, and I thought, what better time to use it than now? So I'm just gonna like warm it up at the back of my hand. And more so, the reason why I stayed away from this primer is because it has the silicone-y effect that it has. It does smell beautiful. Because I mentioned Too Faced earlier, I'm actually going to use it today. But I think I have to mix it because I think the shade may be a bit too red for me. So I might mix in a bit of Lady Gaga because she is dark, honey. So I'm going to use the shade 580 Deep in the Lady Gaga foundation. And I'm using the shade Sable in the Too Faced Matte. So that's Too Faced. You see what I mean? It's like, once it's blended in, it's actually okay. But I just didn't want to risk it. So that's the concoction we have. So that is the mix that we have. I'm just going at the back of my, for the back of my thingy. I'm just blending this in. Oh, it looks really good. We're gonna spray with Morphe. Okay. And then we're just gonna dab. I actually want to buy another shade. Well, I'm thinking of buying another shade of that Too Faced foundation because it was a nice foundation. It wore really nicely. I think I did like a 12-hour wear test on that foundation, and but I think the ones that they have, they look a bit too golden and maybe a bit too neutral. I'm gonna do Bobbi Brown today. I'm gonna use a Bobbi Brown concealer. This is the Skin Full Cover Concealer. I have a review of this concealer. I'll link it up in the cards up above. Please go ahead and watch. And also the Lady Gaga foundation as well. So we're just blending this out. And this concealer. Like, look how easy that was to blend. Like, please tell me the Witchery and Sorcery and you still get coverage. I have not left it on that long. And it's just so easy to blend out. Like, I'm just giving like light touches. I'm not even going hard. Like, look at that. As in just light, effortless. Like, I miss this concealer. I don't know if I mentioned, well, if you guys remember mentioning in a previous video about how I like to stop using stuff so that it doesn't run out quicker than it should. This is one of those products. Like, look at that. Look how I'm swiping, I'm fluffing to blend out this concealer. Get whatever's left on a brush, bring it down there. This is the shade Warm Honey. Again, the same concealer. And we're going to go into just a little bit because this one is bright and is more on the neutral side. So the highlight is blended out. As I did in my previous video, I'm going to go into NW43 in a Studio Fix Plus foundation from MAC. Just grab a bit of product. We're going to contour again with the LYS. And yes, I'm going high because we're going to use powder in a sec. Lord. Laura Mercier. Back of the hand as per usual. You know the drill, and light setting. What was left? Everywhere else. Let's go into a different powder. So today we're going to go into Anastasia Loose Setting Powder in Deep Peach. Haven't used this in a very long time, and this is the shade. I don't know if you guys will see it. Just going to grab a bit. I'm not going to do as much as last time because I know I might have scared some people. And we're just going to do that same method we did last week. The last video. And just bake. Just again, going in bit by bit. I'm hungry. This would be obviously beneficial for those with oily skin like myself when the weather is warmer. We're gonna go into our brush and just lightly diffuse that bake and let it do what it needs to do. So I'm gonna do a different blush because I finally had the energy to look for it. So this is a Juvia's Place Volume 1. I don't know if it's changed now because I remember someone talking about it, that the volumes have changed, but this is from the first release of the blushes, the duo blushes. So I'm going to use this shade here. I just wanted something just a little bit different to what I've been using, and pink obviously would be a nice fit, but I don't want pink. I'm just going to go a little bit into that and just bring it at the top. What should we do? Let's do the bottom lash line and then I can come back and we can dust this off. I really didn't do much to my bottom lash line, to be honest. I kind of just went into that, my favorite color, and a bit of black pencil. So today I'm going to go into my darker one, which is a dark deep, and use that to dust that off. So you guys can see that any one of them is possible to use. It just depends on the type of vibe you're going for. And I'm not gonna lie, this Anastasia Beverly Hills powder is low-key dry. As in like, luminous pressed powder 13 extra rich from Huda Beauty. I'm gonna use this to bronze my nose. Bronze? Contour. I'm going to use it to finish off my face. So we're gonna do the lips, and I don't know what to do. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Intense #3 first. Date Night from Morphe. You can see she's instantly deeper. How do we do the lips? Oh, this is vintage, okay? I'm gonna use the MAC and Tiana Taylor lipstick in the shade I Got a Man. I never really appreciated the shade until just now. So for gloss, I'm gonna go into the P. Louise Holla Lip Gloss. It's actually called Holla, and it's like a caramelly like situation. She is slightly thick, but she gives shine. Let me go sort out my hair and I'll be back, because we got to end it properly. So guys, obviously I'm back. I did try to spruce up the hair, but I don't know, it's just really annoying. So that's where we're gonna stop, okay? We're gonna stop here, because if I comb it out too much, I'm just gonna lose all the time I've used to style her, and it's not really going so well. But anyway guys, okay, this is the final look, guys. This is the look that I would wear, you know, if I wanted to like do like the whole drama with the eyes. It's not drama, but if I wanted to go like extra with the eyes, unconventional makeup look in regards to the eyes, that I would do for my Valentine's night, for my dinner date with the hubby, should he decide to take me out, because I ain't heard anything yet. And if he doesn't, oh, he gonna pay, because I cannot look this good and he don't take me out nowhere. It's not going to happen. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about the products I used, or if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in my next video, which will be very soon, because what am I doing? Staying consistent. And if I miss you before Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's. I made it where I'm at on my own. Had a couple blocks in the road.